threatening diplomatic retaliation against France after its parliament agreed to make it a crime to deny genocide against Armenians during World War I. Hundreds of thousands of people died in 1915, but there's been a long-running dispute over the exact number and whether or not the killings were systematic. It is, of course, an enormously sensitive issue, as Tom Esselmont now explains.
There are not many images like these. They show some of the death and destruction at the end of what was the Ottoman Empire. Hundreds of thousands of Armenians were killed between 1915 and 18. But what is in dispute is whether the killings constitute genocide or not. For Armenians, that is not in doubt. Nor is it for France. And on Monday night, its Senate went a step further, adopting legislation that will make denying genocide punishable by a year in jail and a hefty fine. In Armenia, there was delight.
This day will be written in gold, not only in the history of friendship between the Armenian and French peoples, but also in the annals of the history of the protection of human rights worldwide.
But in truth, this is more of a sensitive area for the millions of Armenians in the wider diaspora whose ancestors were displaced during the killings. Turks, including those demonstrating in Paris, believe President Nicolas Sarkozy is seeking the support of those Armenian diasporans in elections this April. The Turkish government is not only angry, it's also started to respond. In a statement it said, Turkey is committed to taking all the necessary steps against this unjust disposition, which reduces basic human values to nothing. Turkey's foreign minister, seen here outside his party headquarters, warned France not to see through the new law. His ministry has now threatened to reduce his country's diplomatic presence in Paris. For the bill to become law, President Sarkozy needs to sign it. That could happen as early as February, just before the French Parliament breaks for the presidential elections. Tom Esselmont, BBC News.